Yeah, welcome back to the firehouse for some more firehouse reasoning. Tonight, before I get into well, it's not night time, it's daytime here, as you can see, in the jungles of Congo, with some wind roaring along in Congo now. Before I get along with the reasoning, I'd like to put a message out to a friend that I met in Huddersfield at the carnival and give my number to. Well, on the same day I lost my phone. So if you was trying to phone me, I did lost my phone. Maybe that's why you never get through. So you can try now, because I've now replaced the phone and I've still got the same number. Otherwise, you can send me a message at the website and I'll come and find me in Oldham. That's a message for a friend that I met in the carnival there in Huddersfield. So we can start again. Welcome back to the firehouse. For some more firehouse reasoning from the jungles of deeper Congo, as you can see here now. In today's reasoning, I want to look at what it is to feel something, and to hear something, and to see something. You know what I mean? And I'm on about the same thing, you know. Let's say we use a human being. What's the difference between feeling the human being, hearing the human being talking, and then being able to see the human being talking, if you know what I mean? All of the senses are valid, but one of them is giving you a clearer picture of what you are feeling and hearing. Seeing is the one now that give you a more comprehensive glimpse of what is really going on. Let me see what I mean. So like I said before, the 9th grade general now. No, I don't use the 9th grade general in this teaching now. I prefer the owl. The owl now is the one now who is the seer of what the spiritual man, I would say, hear and feel of what he would call God. The owl master, yeah, that's the one. The owl master is the one now who can see, because don't forget they all have the ability to see within the dark. Not only see, but all around as well. My friend here, God, is very well equipped to penetrate the darkness there within. So when you have the owl vision now, like I'm saying, you can now see. Because don't forget this one that you can hear. Some people hear and some people feel. Like before the one reveal himself to me then, I never see the one, I hear the one. Saying, well, why are you drinking? Why are you gambling? Why are you womanizing? I hear that voice, never know where the voice was, and decided to stop. You see what I mean? So I first heard a voice, and then eventually the voice that I hear reveal itself to the vision of the owl, so that I was able to see what I first hear. You see what I mean? So what I'm saying is now, that's how I come to be a knower rather than a believer in God, because I have seen the one. If you see something, you can't believe in it, innit? You now know, well, at first you could say I believe in the voice then, because I hear it, innit? And I did believe in that, yes, I did comprehend the voice. Never know where it was. So at that stage I was more or less believing and following. But I wasn't willing to just sit down and, you know, think, oh yeah, I've heard a voice. I wanted to know what and where this voice was coming from. And how did something else come to know things about me that I thought only I knew about myself? So I wanted to know. So eventually then, like I say, vision-wise, the one revealed himself. So now I am a seer. Yeah, that's what that's what they call it. Say yes, Rasta, you are now a seer. So yes, I am a seer, and it's the seer's job to report that the one. Let's say we call it. It's better I say if we teach you under conscience, because every human being who have a grasp of English language have an idea what we mean when we say conscience. The part of the being, your being, that make you feel guilty when you do what is wrong. Well, that is the one. That is what humans are calling God. There is no other one apart from that one. That one, like I tell you before, is just like today, how you see in the sun there, in the sky. The sun is shining a very bright light. And this sun is the same sun that gives light to the whole planet at any given time. And so it is within. This sun is still within. The sun that we call that, humans call it conscience then. But it is the light of the eternal one that is within all human beings. Now that one that I'm telling you about, the one that I see and know, don't have to send anyone here. Just like you see, from I don't know how long creation has been running on earth, but it's still been the same sun that has been giving the light to the earth. And likewise within, it is the same one who has been shining the light. But obviously, like I say, maybe I don't know if you could call it maybe, but those who go to the 7th level and the 5th level and the 3rd level, from those levels you can feel and hear God. But they can't comprehend properly what they're seeing and hearing. Even though seeing and hearing is reliable still, like I say. Because if you hear the voice saying that you should not steal and you should follow those instructions, you will be on the right path. And you will be listening to God then. Or if you feel, that you shouldn't do things and don't do them, you will be following. But those who feel and hear, like I say, are still in a way blind to what they are feeling and hearing. They cannot be completely sure. The only one that can be sure, like I say, is the Old Master. Because the Owl Master is the one that when you will meet the owl when you reach the 9th level, where the one return. And when the one return, all these internal Owl Master and the lion and all these things you'll be able to understand and grasp. You see what I mean? So now you don't have to believe anything. You can know them. And then when you know things now, it broadens your horizon so that you can, instead of them feeding you things, you can think for yourself or put your own spin on them. Now let's drop into some current affairs. I say, I am a man who like to deal with current affairs, I say. What's in the news? Excuse me. Now we have two main play. Well, there's a lot of things going on. Iraq is going on, man. Libya, lots of things going on in Libya and up in Syria as well. But they are now slightly on the back burner. Currently on the front burner here now is the Ukraine and what is going on in Palestine. I don't know which one of them to deal with first. Let's deal with what's happening in Palestine. I say to myself that, a couple of months back, not too long ago, these Palestinian, Fatah and Hamas form up a unity government, which is an irritance to the Israeli, I say. So I reckon then, because human beings like to perform black flag operation, I reckon they are the one who killed their own 3 people and then use that as an excuse now to, as they would say, punish Hamas. Now, in this punishment that they are dishing out, presently up to date, when today in the early morning that I hear, I think they killed 730 something like that, and they've lost about 34. And they keep saying now that they have to do this because, as according to them, Hamas is reigning, the Israeli population is living in terror of their lives because Hamas is raining down rockets after rocket onto them. I am not saying Hamas is not firing rockets, but they don't look very effective. They don't seem to blow up a lot of building or kill a lot of people when they fire them anyway. But the Israelis now, who are now, they are firing from tanks and from out in the sea, from drones, from F-16 and F-24 and all manner, you know, because they're a nuclear power. I have never seen in boxing where you put a heavyweight in with a bantamweight, you know, or a featherweight, you know. That's what they are, featherweight. But the funny thing about it now, in fact, when the first 3 kids got killed, Israeli, the American president make a statement as to how it pains him. I forget exactly the wording that he used, but he was appalled and pain him that such things happen. But I've never heard him come out since and say, you know, what is happening to the Palestinian pains him. Not even when there's a family, 24 get killed in it, 18 get killed in a family. I even heard them say yesterday that there was one with 30 people get killed in the family. But you would never hear Mr. Obama cry out, or Mr. Cameron, or Mr. The French and them, because they're all in agreement with it. They've never sanctioned anything that Israel do. You know, if Israel can murder as much Palestinian as they want. And you will never hear any outcry from these goddamn devils. You know, like Mr. Kerry and running over there about peace. Like I've told you before, peace will never work. Peace is what the victor offer to the defeated. When they defeat people, they offer them peace. They won't offer them justice. You won't hear Kerry or Obama or Cameron crying out for justice. You know what I mean? They will support, because it was them who set Israel up in the first place. They will support Israel with their violent, sick behavior. Fancy murdering so many people while these sit back and think it's okay and what Israel is doing is just. How can it be just? It's unjust. They're a nuclear power who is occupying other people's land and brutalizing them in it. You know what I mean? And your government is complicit in it. Especially that sick devil America. You know what I mean? Very, very ill. On the other side now, look how sick these are now. The other problem now is over in the Ukraine. The West support overthrowing the government, the elected government. They wouldn't wait until election come overthrow him. The man had to run off into Russia. They had an election, yeah, for sure, but only half the country, because the East never participate. These Western goons now are calling the people in the East who never participate Russian separatists. As if the children who are in the East and the mothers and the grandfathers and all those people are Russian separatists. The government that has been elected now, right, is flying aeroplanes and dropping bombs in the East, killing, slaughtering civilians. They won't show you in Western news. But God knows how many civilians the Ukrainian government is killing. And all you can hear from Obama and Mr. Cameron and the French and that, oh, it's Russian separatists. And now they are busy putting on sanction on Russia, claiming that it is Russia who is supporting these separatists. But Russia is not dropping any bombs in the Ukraine. Their aircraft ain't flying over, dropping no bombs in the Ukraine. The bombs that are falling in the Ukraine are being dropped by the Ukrainian government. But will the American put any sanction on the Ukrainian government? No, they're not putting any sanction on them. They're putting the sanction on Russia. You see what I mean? Just like the Israelis are slaughtering the Palestinians. They ain't putting any sanction on the Israelis, the aggressors. You know what I mean? So they are not willing for any peace or anything. You see what I mean? Because they are supporting those who are causing evil. So they are supporting a Ukrainian government that is bombing its own people in the east, calling them Russian separatists. You know how many mothers has been killed and their children, a lot of them have to run off into Russia. And the Western government is not showing that. Show you how evil and sick these people are. You see what I mean? All they can do is go on about what Mr. Putin. Right now, Mr. Putin, look, I'm not saying the man is an angel, but he look an angel compared to them. Because they are the one who want to cause war and who want to... We wouldn't be surprised if they order the Ukrainian government to bring down the aeroplane. You know what I mean? And then the behavior, okay. It's a very bad thing when human die, you know. Of course. A lot of my ancestors died through slavery. I know about separation and dying. You see what I mean? Wicked and thing, bad thing. But yeah, okay, 200 and something people got killed in the aeroplane there now, come down. But the grief that has been felt throughout Europe then, is it because the people most of them was European, that you felt the death so much that the whole of Europe is grieving, all solemn or whatever? You don't feel the death of those Palestinians that has been killed, innit? Or never mind the Palestinian, when the plane got shot down over Ukraine there, the Ukrainian government itself is killing civilians on the ground through shelling them, bombing them and all kind of thing. You don't feel the pain of those. You think they are Russian separatists. They're not human. Their death is not valuable. You see what I mean? It makes you sick sometimes the way these two-faced devil go on. And it makes you even sick the way how we as human beings cannot see through these idiots. You let a man like Kerry, how can Kerry, a goddamn devil representing the American evil system, bring peace? No wonder he's bringing peace. The devil always bring peace. He ain't bringing on justice. You see what I mean? When they go to America and nearly decimate the American Indian, they offer them peace treaties. They're still living under the same peace treaty and reservation while you live in the mansion. And now after when you finish brutalize the Palestinian, kill as much and murder, you'll be offering some peace. A peace that suits you, like I say. But you will never have any justice. Because there is no justice in the shitstem. You know what I mean? One cannot expect to for these men to behave just. They don't know what justice is. But these things, like I say, are happening in this time. So that more and more people can see what they would call the double standard. Let's use that. More and more people can see the double standard of how, like I'm telling you, these people know what they call all in the UN or whoever. Yesterday the Palestinian had some vote, like, you know, America will veto it or vote against it. And the rest of Europe abstain. Because they cannot say anything that America say, the whole of Europe have to follow it. So even though they might feel in their heart, okay, what Israel is doing is wrong, they cannot say so. They cannot tell America, listen man, Israel is wrong, you know. So they have to abstain in some cowardly... What you mean when you're abstaining? You mean you agree with it? Because you haven't come out and say what they're doing is wrong. So they believe that Israel have the right then to go on as a nuclear power, you know, or as a heavyweight, to trash up a little bantamweight, you know what I mean? And then they're trying to say that, oh, both sides might have committed war crimes. But it's not the same fight, brethren. I tell you, the Israeli, them have, I don't know how many different kind of tank they fire in, tank shell. And some other weapon where them have that people don't know about, because they create enough weapons themselves and sell other people around the world to kill off other people, you know, all killers them. So they have all kind of thing. These men are just in a prison, just bombing them. But these in Europe here now, like I say, don't expect them to You know, they keep very silent, like the BBC and these programs. The BBC is a propaganda. The BBC spend a lot of time going on about how the three Jewish youths was killed. But they don't spend a lot of time going on about the evil way how Israel is brutalizing and wiping out so many families, didn't it? All 18 in one family, 24, 30 in one family. And I don't hear Mr. Obama say how it pains him. It's as if he don't get those kind of news. How come I'm in the world and I get those kind of news? How come I'm in the world? You have the CIA and all these top men working for you, Obama. And I'm in the world here now, in the bushes of deep Congo here. And I get glimpses of news to let me know that people because you have internet and things now, you can go and see some of the killing. People lying in the streets, civilian killed in eastern Ukraine there. And their house being shelled and all this. And how come Obama don't see that? And as a responsible president, or even the Prime Minister of England here then, the Prime Minister must have access to such information and see and feel the pain of these, you know, and be saying to the Ukrainian government, oh, you can't drop bombs on your own people, you know, just because they disagree with you, like, just because you want to join Europe and they don't want to. You can't just kill them like that, you know. Really wicked and evil, you know. But these people are wicked and evil themselves. They are the one driving it. The American, I forgot what she named, she was in Ukraine giving out cookies. They decide who was going to be the Ukrainian Prime Minister before such matters. Yatsenuk. And they bring this chocolate man in now and they're telling him everything and they're just going along puppet lies with everything. Because you know what I mean? It's nothing to do with the poor people of Ukraine. These devils don't care. You see what I mean? They're not after any peace. How many, the whole world now, if people was genuine, surely they could have said to America, you know where Palestine and Israel is concerned, you keep out of it. Because you've been at it now for 30 years. You're always the one offering peace treaty and it never worked. Plus, not only are you offering peace treaty, anything that Israel do, if anybody say anything, you go in what you set up the UN and block it so they can't do no. So nobody can say nothing wrong. You agree with everything. These rich men in America, whether in the Senate or whatever, some sick satanic devils who have never left America yet, you know, it's nothing even to do with them. They agree to give, for Israel to do whatever Israel is doing. They not only that, they give them I don't know how much billion every year in arms and equipment. So to help brutalize the people there. So how can America sit around the table then and help the Palestinian? You are the enemy of the Palestinian. You are the worst enemy. America, the Palestinians themselves must be stupid. That's what I say. Abbas and all them. Speaking to anyone from America. You're suffering already. You can ignore America and just die in your suffering. All your people suffer. Rather than be insulted by America. They've never done nothing for you and they never will. All they will do is offer peace treaty. And when you sit down talking, you and the Israeli, they'll build more settlement on your land. You won't have any land to make any state out of. And America won't support you with nothing. You don't understand what I mean? Israel is just another state of America. Just like how America is a state of Europe and Australia and Canada and New Zealand and all these other states that the negative energy set up to rule and control. You see what I mean? So until your eyes open then, this is what I'm saying here now. Coming back to the scene. When our eyes open now, we see things differently. You see what I mean? And you can even, you know, your eyes can be open if you feel in our hearing. But I'm on the spiritual road now. I'm on about the eyes being properly open. The eyes in this case that we're talking about now, it cannot be. Oh, it's like a woman getting pregnant. Once the woman get pregnant, no, all the rest of sperm are shut out. You see me? So we are all now, we come out of our mother, but we are still like a sperm. All the human beings who are on the stage of life at any given time are sperm. We can come into a new life, you know. We are heading to hatch an egg then, if you know what I mean. But like I say, most people in life, rather than, you know, like some sperm are lazy, they go out drinking and gambling and other things distract them. So they never carry on the journey then. But I'm saying now, if you have a soldier coming along now, who is a sperm, not a soldier, a sperm. And this sperm is determined, right? This sperm can wiggle up and hatch the egg of the spirit. That's how you enter the firehouse, ninth house, by getting the spirit pregnant and producing the eyesight or the new birth, like I'm saying now, where one will get the whole vision, where no one can see. So like I'm telling you now, I am a seer. In the dark, that is, you know. You know, people see in the invisible here, but you can see in the dark. So in the dark there now, within your psyche or your being, like I'm telling you now, you have the master, the eternal light that is shining today, the sun. And you have his second in command, the moon. The negative one. But you see, the negative one can be positive as well, you know, because we are not in the field of the one. We are not over in the land of the sun, as it was. We are on the moon. When I say we are on the moon, we are in the field of the mind. You see what I mean? Over in the sun is a different thing from the mind. Just like how you see, the sun is a different thing from the moon, isn't it? Completely different thing. They work in coordination, but they are different thing, doing different. One is a giver of light and the other is a receiver of light. And the same thing is happening in the mind, between the mind and the one that is within. You know, the one that I see, don't forget, you know, I'm not feeling this one, you know, I see the one, so I know, innit? So the one is the one over there, or just sun is shown over here, yeah? And then you have the number two, the mind, he's here as well. He's the devil. What man would call the devil. Because he's positive and negative, innit? But I tell you, the mind can be positive. It depends on you. But the mind is naturally negative then. If you know what I mean. So the mind will say, well, why don't you do this or do that, you know? Because the mind and the spirit are the originators of thoughts then. You know, they feed ideas into the mind. And we make the choice between those. But don't bother think that the internal devil that is within thyself is looking any recruit. You know? The one is neutral. Eh? They are both neutral energies. They're not looking any recruit. And they can't force you to do anything either. You see what I mean? This is all a matter of choice. You know, one choose how one is going to operate. Just like training, I say, if you choose to live good, you will get fit. You train your mind, and when you train your mind, you will be able to see and understand, you know, what is happening in the internal. Because like I'm telling you, it's simple, everything is simple. No one here can get away with anything. It doesn't matter how, you know, like, I know powerful people have bodyguard around them and all that and all that. But you can't get no bodyguard that can guard their memory from recording what you're doing. You can't hide and do anything without that knowing. Because you can't hide from thyself, innit? You see, like how we out in the sunshine here, we out in the light, so we can't hide. If anybody was passing, they would see us here, innit? Well, just in the invisible world, you are living under the light of the terrible and dreadful God. You can't, there's no secret. The only secret human have is, like I say, you are hiding something from your dad or your mother, you're hiding the fact that you're having sex with another woman from your wife and your girlfriend, or she's hiding it from you that she's doing it with the next door neighbor. But they cannot hide this thing from the one that is within. And because they cannot do it, while they're doing that, this activity blinds them. All of you out there, Rastafari Libet, hear this one now. You know your dirty action that you are doing. Every time you do a wrong, that is the very wrong that stop your understanding developing. Every time you cheat on the wife or the wife cheat on you, or you steal or you rob, or the racism that is within you, I don't know, you know. Because people suffer from all kind of illness of the mind, I say. All kind of negative things. But whenever you are suffering from those things, that is the thing now that stop you developing or your eyes opening. So really and truly, technically, I say everything is down to behavior. How one conduct oneself at any given moment in time as we are moving through life then. Because don't forget, we're not stopping, you know. We're passing through. We are travelers through the earth then. But one must always travel in a certain way then, you know. You can't just travel wildly, you know what I mean. We are beings of intelligence and we should use our intelligence carefully. Otherwise, we are going to end up, like I say, as maybe believers. Not me. Either you end up as a believer. If you don't use your own intelligence, yeah? Two roads you can end up on. The road of the believers or the road of the unbelievers. But two of them is the same road, but two of them is, that's what you would be. You would either believe something so about God up in heaven, or you won't believe anything. Because when you don't know, that's the option that is left. That you are an unbeliever or a believer. So there must be such thing as known as well, you know, because the word known exists in it. To know, it exists. So it exists in it. You can know. Not only you can know, you should know. You know what I mean? If you don't know, then imagine this. I say that we are all, well, I say this, I know this, we are all intelligent beings. Because the creative energy is within all of us. Now, the only problem why I'm going to exclude anyone who was born with the mind in an impaired state, who cannot communicate. They might not even be damaged still, it's just that we cannot understand. But we'll exclude those. Because such people will not commit any sins anyway. You know what I mean? On the grounds that their mind cannot, they might be just in what we call a cabbage state. So we're going to excuse them. They are not going to go under any test here. They shall get a free pass. But any other being now whose mind is working, even if you're crippled, that doesn't matter because you are not your body. I'm talking about the mind now. Now you are telling me now that there is intelligence now. We have this intelligence. And yet most of us don't know about it. Why? How can we be this intelligent or have this amount of intelligence within ourselves and we don't know about it? Because surely if we know about it, we wouldn't be killing everybody and making bombs and guns and, you know. You would have get out of jealousy and hatred and lust and lying and all these things long time ago. That's why I say I don't care about what anybody say. I reckon this planet is way backward. There's no advancement here. Knowledge is not an advancement, you know, because you can make a camera. Yes, I agree that the internet is a fantastic thing, you know, because you can get to spread propaganda on it. Vice versa, such things on camera, but it's still, man would have been a lot more advanced, I say, if man was living with his intelligence, or if he makes connection with his intelligence. You see what I mean? But no, you have not made, no, you have made very little connection with this intelligence. And the thing is as well, I don't know how people imagine to themselves then that that the universe is some kind of accident, or that it doesn't really matter what crime you commit. As long as you got the police in your pocket as an example, like how the rich and powerful have. Because the police and army belongs to the rich and powerful. So the rich and powerful will never get touched. You know what I mean? So they are in the firm belief to themselves. Not know, you know. You hear what I say? Believe. They believe to themselves then that they can do things and get away with it. Because as they say, as they would deem to themselves, they are above the law. You know, which law? Whose law? A stupid about you are above the law. No being who come out a pussy can be above the law of the one. That's what the 9th grade old master say. You can't be above no law, you know what I mean? And I'm also telling you this as a 9th grade general, you know. Hear this one now. All these things are painful to people. But always remember this. The truth is an offense, but it's never a sin, you know. It's a very painful thing. Well, because we are out here in the jungles of deep Congo now, today, surrounded by all the bushes, yeah. The bush can teach you a lot of things, you know. The bush cure, I say, a lot of human illness. Whenever we get sick in the jungle here now, we run and find some kind of root or tree branch or something to cure the illness. But these things are always very bitter, but good for the body. You see what I mean? The body don't like it. He say, oh, what? Well, it's the same thing when I ram the truth down human beings now. It's very painful and bitter for them, but it's good for you. You see what I mean? The truth is a very, very good medicine for your soul. So don't take offense when you know, you hear certain truths that are sharp, I say, and to the point. You know, don't take offense. But at the same time, even if you take offense, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether you take offense or not, you know, because truth is truth, and it must be delivered. You see what I mean? Now take these human beings, like I'm saying, that I don't know whether they went to the 5th level. I don't know what level they went to, but they now set up themselves, and it's about God sending prophets and saints and sons and so forth and so forth. Nothing like that cannot go on. These are the ramblings of idiots. Now just imagine anyway, any human being on the planet come to understanding. Why do you now, because you come to understanding, you have to start dress up in some particular robes with some candles and, you know, and having some form of sermon or whatever, like religious people are doing. Why? When you know the truth. And if you did know the truth, like I'm saying now, what are you doing? Keep reading what somebody else said when they was living, right? I don't know who the beings are. They're dead long time. They find something out and write it down. Why do you keep going over and over about what they write down? Why don't you produce your own lyrics? Because like I've tell you human being before, life is a stage. Or the mind is a stage. At any given moment in time, you have actors on the stage of life. You are supposed to play your part. Now, lots of beings have played their parts and gone, you know. The mighty stage ruler, death, has removed them. Now, you are on the stage of life. You should be acting and, you know, producing your own words, your own play, your own. Not repeating what somebody else say, because they are not here, are they? But you will find that those who are cowardly, I say, those who refuse to do the work then, so that they can know God, will always repeating what somebody else say. Why? Because they refuse to do the work, so they don't know nothing. And because they are pretenders. Anytime, if you want to meet a pretender, religious men, hear this, are those who follow religion. If you want to identify pretenders or those who don't know nothing, just look at a book reader, those who are preaching from the book. And those who follow the book, And when I'm saying that, don't think that I'm condemning the Bible, like I say, or the Quran. It's a positive and a negative thing. But you can only know it if you know yourself. I can sit here and preach any holy book without ever reading them. What I say, they must have in there. When you go to the correct part of those books, you will find my words. You must find them there if the holy book is of any if it got any truth in there. My words must be in there. Don't forget, they won't be in there exactly like how I'm spitting them out of the fire. But they have to be there. Just like I'm saying in another form. You know what I mean? Because the truth is the truth. So I don't need to actually read the truth of the Bible. You know what I mean? Because whatever truth is in the Bible or the Quran or any holy book is come from within man. The source, the light, the sun, that outside sun is inside. And I know the one that is inside in it. That's why I'm telling you, I'm God, like I say, God bad dog. One of the most dangerous. The 9th grade general is the most dangerous disciple that you can conceive of, where God movements is concerned. Because the 9th grade general is a complete blood-clad lunatic, innit? We're not interested. That's why the 9th grade general destroy everyone. When I say destroy everyone, I mean like masters, prophet, saint, 9th grade general himself, everything. All I who enter the 9th house get fuck up. We're not interested in no personality here. All personality get fuck up in the fire, burn up. You see what I mean? Because when you reach into the firehouse, 9th level, the one return, the eternal one that has always been shining the light. And is shining the light in all you beings who are living now, all the beings who live and die before, and all the beings who shall come. This one shall be in them. My master, the one that I see and know. You see what I mean? Fully. So there ain't no way at all of anyone, like I'm telling you, defeating the words that come out of my mouth. Either on earth or beyond earth. Because the words are not mine, I just reflect them. You see what I mean? Because that's what happened to the moon when it's full. It reflects sunlight and light up the earth as well. So whenever you clean up your mind, you can use it to reflect the light of the one that's within. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just reflecting the light of my master, because I did learn these things, from the one that is within. You know what I mean? Other men go to college. I wasn't that fortunate, I'm afraid. Yeah, unfortunately for my poor soul, yeah, I missed out on the education. So I never managed to go to any of the great universities where man go to have genius minds and all these kind of things and get fantastic salaries for their achievement in life, as it was. You know what I mean? I just went to the internal school, which most people refuse to go to such a school as it was. I say it's not worth it, is it? What are you going to get? They want people need to go to university and school because they want to like I say, look, they're not thinking that we are passing through. They are bedding down, so they want a nice house, a car, and a yacht, and I don't know. They want lots of things anyway. So they are studying very hard outside themselves. You see what I mean? Yeah, most people are studying hard, because the eyes let you look out, innit? So looking out and they're studying hard. Maybe they're studying even the trees here and the grass and worms and things. But most of the study is outside and they want to acquire outside things. So there's very little time left for figuring out what is going on within, where nothing can be seen then, as it was. Because everybody is interested in visible things. Nobody wants to investigate the invisible. So I am now an idiot, like I say, because I'm stupid. I decide that, listen, there is enough humans already studying what can be seen. I think I will study what cannot be seen. So most of the humans, them say to me, listen man, you are an idiot. Because you are going to study what cannot be seen. What can you get from what cannot be seen? You can't get a car that cannot be seen or some gold and diamond. We are going to study and pursue what can be seen. Anyway, so they set off and they are now studying what can be seen. And this is what blinds you. You know, the light can be blinding as well, you know. Yeah. Trust me, man. Hang on a minute. Excuse me again. I say the light can be a blinding thing. Now take us here in the jungles of Congo, yeah? We don't have electricity and such matters. So we live in the dark. We only see the light really light up the jungle here when the moon is full. But you have some men now who live out of the jungles of deeper Congo here now. And they gone to a place over the waters there called England. And when they go to England now, England is a place, I've heard about it. They've got lots of electric up there, you know, electric light. So these jungle men now, when they go where it's all lit up, they spend a lot of time staring in the light. And guess what? When they stare in the light now, they get dazzled and they can't see anymore. Yes, a lot of them, you know. So when they go to this place now, up there, I've heard about it up there, England now, you know. And they see all this light and, you know, all this jewelry, women, all this thing. All this fill their mind up so they become so confused now that they lost the soul. If you know what I mean. So not every light is good for you. Some light will dazzle the eye. Never spend your time staring into the light. That's what I say. You should accustom yourself in the dark. But then again, people are afraid of the dark, you know. But don't be afraid of the dark. Get yourself a light and then you will be comfortable within the dark. Creation is in darkness, you know. God is in the dark. That's why you cannot see the one. When you have a light, you won't be afraid of the dark anymore. You know what I mean? Because that's where creation is, within the dark. I say in the beginning, light come out of darkness. I like that when I say. And so shall it be in the end. Yes, so that's why you have a 9th grade general, I say, coming right out here now, out of the bushes of Congo. Teaching, you know, that is not only for the bushes of Congo, you know, but for a teaching that is worldwide. You see what I mean? Because when I'm teaching I'm teaching everyone on the planet, innit? We're not just teaching the people here in the bushes of Congo. No, we are teaching everyone on the planet. Because you know that the light is everywhere at once. I am not limited like how the Bible would be limited to a certain part of the earth or the Quran or any other holy books, you know what I mean? Conscience is everywhere, even in that man over there watching. You see what I mean? So we're teaching the way of conscience then. And that is everywhere. Even if you say you was a Muslim, then you would find that conscience is in you. If you say that you are Christian, or if you say that you are non-Christian, no matter who you are, you will find that the one is in you. So I am a 9th grade general is only teaching the teaching of the one. And it would be essential and vital for everyone to get to know this one. Otherwise, you might get caught up in this confusion that is going on now. Or you might be supporting those who are carrying out atrocities against their fellow brothers. You know what I mean? You might support the American shitstem, or the British shitstem, or the French one. I don't know. You might be looking up, like I say, to President Obama and Prime Minister Cameron and all these other evil beings. And all of these beings, you know, all of these European government people, all of them who are in power, are in some secret form of society. Don't know whether them Mace Illuminati. But they're all sickos anyway. They're all in some dirty secret club. Some of the most vile beings. When you reach on the other side, you goons, because you know how you can hide yourself here on earth in your good garments. But when you reach on the other side of life now, you will be transparent. All of you will be seen for who you are. The dirty, stinking devil that you are. And how you brutalize your brother here on earth when you was living. You wish you could find a way to survive death as it was. But there is no way of surviving there. There is no way of surviving the great reaper. He's coming to reap you. Anyway, remember what I say about reaping time, Mr. Devilman. Yeah, you will be reaped because now the light has arrived. You see what I mean? None of you, all you believers are finished. You should not believe anything. You should know them. And like I tell you before, as a 9th grade general, where is it? Owl master. I'm coming back to this point. I think I was going to tell you a point and it slipped my mind. But I've now grasped back the point that I want to ram into the beans. Is that this idea that they brought forth, these men, devil men now, about Jesus being born of a virgin birth. And none of you are holding on to Jesus. Some of you that he is the Son of God or that he was some man who once walked on the earth. The character, the idea of Jesus is the devil. You know when man talk about devil, that idea and character is the devil. Because that is the character and idea that they've used to imprison the mind of those beings who believe in such fucking bullshit. You see what I mean? That's what us blind. Look at those goddamn ignorant, like I see the Pope the other day. All those stupid and ignorant, dirty goons who dress up in red hats calling themselves, I don't know, Carnival and all these idiots. I've never seen so. It must be the most backward thing in the whole of creation. And people are following those people as if there ain't nothing godly about them. They are sickos. They are on the lowest level of the mind. They have no idea whatsoever what God is. They are the most evilest men on the planet. The Pope and all those men. Because like I tell you before, evil hide behind goodness. The real sick, evil men are not the one out in the tanks. Those are those who are they brainwash people to be wicked, to carry out their evil. That's what evil do. Brainwash those who are lower down to carry out their evil deeds. But the real evil men don't go and kill anybody. They are dressed up in suits, or they are hiding in religion, saying, oh, praise the Lord, and smiling. These fucking sickos. But like I tell you, I've got the owl eye, so I can see behind these guys. You see what I mean? Their souls are finished. You know? They can't work anything against I and I, a 9th grade general. They know it themselves. When the time you come up against a 9th grade general, it's your judgment. If you can't blood clot escaping it. The one has returned. You can't just expose you. So all those in religion like the Pope and that, people should see that these are sickos. You know what I mean? They are behind some of the most hideous crime that has ever taken place on the planet. These that you see, all humble with all the money that they make, they own all the ammunition factory and everything. These goddamn sickos, but they are hiding behind that, behind this God business. But like you see, they don't know God. They are fucking believers in God. Okay, what the fuck are you doing believing in God? What sense does that make? Does that make any fucking sense to the rational mind? Get in a bit of fire before we go away. What is the fucking point of believing in God when you can fucking know God? It doesn't make no sense, does it? You tell somebody to believe in God. What the fuck can you find out about God by believing in God? You can find out a lot about knowing God though, if you know fucking God. Because God is a realness. That God will say, alright, don't do that blood clot, don't do that. Don't fuck about, don't stop cheating on your wife, stop rascal like, because you know God in it. So God talking to you and you're following, open your ear, you know God. But when you fucking believe in God, you don't know fuck all. And you'll still go away then and behave in some little slacky tidy manner, I say, when you're a goddamn believer. You will believe like how the goddamn Pope and worship and repeat fuckery from out a Bible or out a fucking Quran. You goddamn stupid idiot. Well, I have to curse my brothers like that sometimes, you know. But it's not that God created anyone stupid and like fucking idiot like I'm saying. But we can act like that, and we are acting like that because of selfishness. You see what I mean? So sometimes, you know, the truth, that's what I say, it's an offense, but that's it. You have to ram it down the rascal people to let them know that, listen, it is the understanding of life is within your fucking hands, nobody else. Don't talk any fuckery about God send son or send rascal angel. He send you. And you are fucking here now, right? You are the one who must take responsibility and change your life. Stop lying. Stop stealing. I don't anything that you're doing that you know that is wrong, because you will know what is wrong. Correct your own self. Don't fucking talk about, like I say, angel and rascal prophet. And don't follow no rascal religious man in church on Sundays or Mondays or Saturday. Anytime, don't go on any pilgrimage. Pilgrimage is for brainwash idiots. You're not supposed to go on pilgrimage. You are supposed to take action and change your dirty ways. A rascal you're going walking up mountain or going to Mecca or going jumping in the Ganges. All that is pretense. Just like I see the Pope washing man's foot. I would like, when he was washing the foot, if he wasn't here old man, I'd give him a rascal liquid mystic about washing. What is the truth? Truth, when you know the truth, you speak in truth. You don't have to go washing other people's feet. Let them wash their own fucking feet. They're not crippled, are they? Unless it was your own family feet and you washed it and something was wrong with them. That's the only thing, if they was aged or if there was young babies. But you can't go and wash healthy man's feet to show that you are pious or righteous. All you are doing is revealing to those who have eyes to see that you are a goddamn hypocrite and a pretender, and that you are hiding behind goodness. All religious man, I bet my soul on it. I am a man who like to gamble, you know. I like to gamble. I'm betting my soul on it. And I'm not just betting against these Christian deceiving, lying bastard as well. All you religious men on the planet, I'm betting my soul that you are all hypocrites and pretenders. All of you who are in robes and reciting from whatever book you are reciting from, I am betting my soul that you are reciting fuckery. And whatever you're reciting, you haven't got a grasp of it or the proper understanding. Because if you did, you would stop fucking going on like that. You goddamn idiot. Anyway, like I say, on that fiery note, I and I is going to reel out, fade out, and fire out from the firehouse and meet you on another reel. And don't forget that message that I put at the beginning for my friend who are meeting Huddersfield. Ring me up or come and check me. Anyway, reel out, fade out, and fire out from the firehouse. Rastafari, live it and reign it in the heart of all human beings. Fire! See it out, you know.